Anti-vaccination protests took place at hospitals across Canada today.
In Ontario, 5 cities were the scene of demonstrations, including Toronto, London, Ottawa, Barrie, and Sudbury. Sean Cowan was in downtown Toronto today and brings us more.
The protesters called this the National Health Freedom Movement. It's promoted online as a peaceful protest and silent vigil to oppose the government's vaccination mandate. While some protesters were loud, many just stood in front of the Toronto General with signs. But even hours before the anti-vax protest started, emergency room doctor Raghu Venugopal stood outside with a message to the protesters.
I'm out here to protect this sacred ground and to inform protesters that hospitals are a sacred space where people come who are injured, where research is done, and where people are cured. The people in the building behind us did not write the laws of this land. And I think if people want to protest peacefully, they should go to their municipal and provincial seats and not this ground.
A few hundred protesters eventually made their way to Toronto General, right in the core of Hospital Row. They were greeted by a couple dozen anti-protesters, or pro-vaxxers you could call them. Police made a line at the front, protecting the main entrance of the hospital, and ambulances were still able to get in and out of the ER at the side. Many of the anti-vax demonstrators were loud and got even louder when you put a camera on them. But among the crowd, there were the quiet ones who just want to be heard.
To support our choice. Support our choice in the vaccines. I'm against vaccine mandates and I'm against the vaccine pass.
Do you think in front of a hospital is an appropriate place?
Of course.
Okay.
Because the nurses are being mandated and doctors. And yeah.
But many of the hospital staff would disagree.
Respect people's rights to just express their freedom of speech. However, I think we need to have a clear line between good science and bad science, and oftentimes bad science is what fuels these arguments of the anti-vaccine ideology.
Sean Cowan, CHCH News, Toronto.